What we just witnessed was nothing short of basketball brilliance. Luka Doncic, the Slovenian superstar and Dallas Mavericks franchise cornerstone, putting on yet another jaw-dropping performance for his national team, reminding the entire world why he's not just great, but still somehow getting even better. Every time Luka steps onto the court, it feels like he finds a new way to amaze us. Whether it's a deep step-back three that barely grazes the net, a behind-the-back dime to a cutting teammate, or a bully ball drive that leaves defenders looking helpless, Luka is redefining what dominance looks like on the international stage. Tonight's highlights were more than just numbers on a box score. They were a masterclass in control, creativity, and confidence, and the world is buzzing because Luka Doncic continues to level up in ways nobody thought possible. This is Slovenia's leader, this is a global icon, and this is Luka magic at its finest. Now, let's dive into how this all unfolded. From the opening tip, Luka wasted no time setting the tone. On Slovenia's very first possession, he took the ball at the top of the key, orchestrated a pick and roll, and as soon as the defense collapsed, he threaded an impossible no-look pass for an easy layup. That's Luka turning routine plays into must-watch highlights. A few possessions later, he decided to call his own number. Backing his defender down on the block, Luka used his strength and silky footwork to spin and hit a fadeaway jumper that had the crowd on its feet. It was vintage Doncic, and yet, every game it feels like he's adding new wrinkles, new counters, new ways to dominate. The thing about Luka in international play is that the FIBA game fits him perfectly. There's more physicality, tighter spacing, and less reliance on isolation-heavy offenses. That should make things harder, but for Luka, it just makes him look smarter. He reads defenses like a book. Latvia tried switching, trapping, even throwing double teams his way, but Luka dismantled it all. In one sequence, he drew the help defender, spun, and with his offhand launched a cross-court bullet pass to the corner for a three. A few plays later, when defenders started overplaying the pass, he casually stepped back and drained a deep triple over a hand in his face. That's the beauty of Luka's game. He makes defenses pick their poison, and every option is lethal. But what really stood out tonight wasn't just the highlight plays, it was the way Luka controlled the entire flow of the game. Every possession, he dictated the pace, slowing it down when Slovenia needed to regroup, pushing it in transition when Latvia was caught sleeping. It's almost unfair how one player can feel like an entire system, but that's what Luka is for Slovenia. He's their point guard, their scorer, their leader, and their closer. And his teammates feed off that energy. You could see it every time Luka made a big play. The entire Slovenian squad raised their level, hitting shots, defending harder, and running with confidence. And let's talk about the scoring outburst. Luka didn't just put up numbers, he made it look effortless. Step backs, floaters, post-ups, free throws, his entire offensive arsenal was on display. At one point, he scored or assisted on 15 straight Slovenian points, essentially breaking Latvia's defensive spirit by himself. When you watch the highlights, it almost feels like you're seeing a veteran in his prime mixed with the creativity of a street baller. He just has that rare mix of poise and flair that makes every possession feel like it could be a highlight reel moment. But here's what makes this even scarier for opponents. Luka looks like he's still improving. His conditioning is better, his decision-making is sharper, and his leadership on the court is more vocal. He's not just putting up big stats, he's doing it with a level of efficiency and composure that suggests he's entering another tier of greatness. That's the part that should terrify every defense out there. If Luka Doncic is still getting better, what ceiling is there? Are we watching the early stages of one of the greatest international careers of all time? Latvia deserves credit for fighting hard, hitting shots, and forcing Slovenia to stay sharp. They made runs, cut into leads, and tested Luka on defense. But when it mattered most, Luka shut the door. Late in the fourth quarter, with Slovenia needing to seal the game, Luka went into full closer mode. First, a dagger step back three from way beyond the arc. Then, a drive where he absorbed contact and still finished through two defenders. And finally, a gorgeous lob pass to his big man that put the exclamation point on the win. That's dominance. That's Luka. Reactions have been flooding in from all over the basketball world. Fans are saying this was one of Luka's best international performances to date. Analysts are pointing out how polished his game looks heading into the NBA season. And his teammates? They're just grateful to be on the floor with him, because Luka doesn't just make himself better, he elevates everyone around him. That's the mark of a true superstar. Now let's step back for a moment. What does this all mean moving forward? For Slovenia, it means they're not just competing, they're contending. With Luka playing at this level, Slovenia has a legitimate shot to go deep into any tournament. For the Mavericks, it's another reminder that their franchise cornerstone is only getting stronger and that the version of Luka returning to Dallas might be the best one yet. And for basketball fans around the world, it means more Luka magic is on the horizon, and we're lucky enough to witness it in real time. So here's the big question: is Luka Doncic actually getting even better, or has he simply reached the point where his dominance feels inevitable? Watching these highlights, it's hard to say. What we do know is that Luka is already one of the most unstoppable forces in the sport, and if this is him leveling up, then the rest of the basketball world better get ready. Because Luka Doncic is coming, and he's not slowing down. Now I want to hear from you. What was your favorite highlight from Luka's performance for Slovenia? Was it the deep threes, the slick passes, or the clutch plays down the stretch? And do you believe he's still improving, or is this just Luka being Luka? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a conversation every basketball fan should be a part of. And if you want to keep up with every Luka highlight, every Slovenian showdown, and every step of his NBA journey, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. Luka Doncic is showing us greatness in motion, and trust me, you're going to want to be here for every second of it.